Hello everybody, we continue with Tikkunei Zohar, Tikkun 21. We are in verse Lamed. Leviathan shebayam ze tzadik. Remember, we are continuing with the section of Barki Nafshi. The Leviathan, the well, if we translate it into English, the Leviathan shebayam ze tzadik. In the well within the sea is a tzadik. It doesn't mean the Leviathan, the well is a tzadik. There is a midah, there is a certain thing within the sea. Sea is dinim or sea is bina. It's called a tzaddik. And continue with the Admor of Branven. And it's saying, Ainu Yesod. What is tzaddik? What is tzaddik related to? Yesod. It's a sphere of Yesod. Like Yosef tzaddik. הראש של הלוויתן, the head of the well, הוא עמוד האמצעי. דהיינו זעיר אנפין. So now he's relating the two קווים אמצעיים, the upper קו אמצעי, the upper center column, which is Tiferet, and the lower center column, which is Yesod. הראש של הלוויתן, so when you say the ראש of the לוויתן, the head of the well is the Tiferet, or if you want the זעיר אנפין, אוקיי? מען לוויתן, אמרנו בצין הקדישה, דרכי דמותן צדיק. בצדיק מגיע עד הים השביעי, שהוא הראש של כל הימים. And the tzaddik, the center column of the lower, reaching all the yamim, yam in this interpretation is malchut. היינו, הראש של כל הימים, עד היום השביעי, שהוא הראש של כל הימים, היינו הבינה. What is the head of all the sea? בינה. כי על ידי שעולה ומכריע בין חוכמה ובינה, because it's going up to make union between Chokhmah and Bina. Why you need union between Chokhmah and Bina? Because Chokhmah is only order Chokhmah, and Bina is order Chasadim. So you have Ofchiyut, you have this affinity. You have Gimel Rishonot of Bina disagree with all the idea of Chokhmah. And only Zayin Tachtonot, which is related to what's coming after, has to take the light of Chokhmah from Chokhmah. So you need to make peace between Chokhmah and Bina right now, because they are different. One is Chasadim, one is Chokhmah. So you need, כי על ידי שעולה ומכריע, need to make union. There is only two columns. We need to have center column. That's all tikkun of lama atzilut. That's all tikkun we're doing here. So tlat mechad nafke, like the secret that say three coming from one. ומקבל המוחין בסוד תלת מechad kaima. And three exist within one. What does that mean? תלת mechad nafke. Three that coming from one. What does that mean? ומקבל המוחין בסוד. וחגת שלו עולים ונשים חב"ד. When you take חגת of זעיר אנפין, that's the one who create unification. It's going up. Now you have חוכמה בינה, and now the dot basically is what make the union. But it's happening because חגת went up. So חגת, the chesed become חוכמה, the גבורה become בינה, the tiferet become dot that create the union. So now we understand what tiferet. The ראש של הלוויתן, in this sense, the head of the well. וחגת שלו עולים ונשים חב"ד, ושתי כנפיו היינו הסנפרים. So you have to be aware that תיקוני הזוהר is jumping from the explanation to the Zohar, to the interpretation, to the Kabbalistic meaning. So you have to catch everything he's doing. Now he's going graphically to the well, and graphically the well has two סנפירים, fins, two סנפירים, שני כנפיו היינו הסנפרים, שני הקשקשים, and two of his kaskasim in scale, but I think he means another kind of fin that the well has. Maybe he has more than two. שמצד מעלה ומצד מטה, whatever those scales and fin go from above or from below, שאורם בארבע ימים. The measurement there is 4 days. What is he saying here? It seems very concealed. Fin, scale, from above, from below. So far we only understand that above is the Tiferet and the Yesod, Rosh HaLivyatan, and the Yesod of the Livyatan. Okay? The bottom of the Livyatan. Livyatan means well. And now he's going into the fin and the scale, and all of a sudden we measurement with 4 days. שהם חסד גבורה נצח עוד. So you say those 4 days are related to the Sfirot, Chesed Gvura, Netzach and Od. So the two fin is Chesed Gvura, the two other fin in the fish in the well are Netzach ve'od. Shiur HaZanav, what about the tail? Shel HaNachash. He said that that tell, I don't know why he say של הנחש, I'm looking at the Chavia. Yeah, של הנחש. So the tail of the well is the snake, I guess, because that's the end of the body. That's where the klipot begin. That's where the Bechina Dalet. That's where Yesod and דהיינו עטרת היסוד. So this is the עטרת היסוד, the tail של הלוויתן, of the well. מגיע עד הים השביעי האחרון. Reach all the way to the seventh sea, שהוא מלכות. So we say, when it say before הים השביעי, okay, it's a בינה. Here it's a ים השביעי מלכות. How can that be the seventh sea can be מלכות and בינה? Because here it's a השביעי האחרון. The last שביעי. The last שביעי. שהיא מלכות. שהוא מלכות. פרצוף נוקבה דזעיר אנפין. This is the מלכות. This is the nukva of זעיר אנפין. Like the tail we say before. שהיא כוללת כל השבעה ימים. It's included within it all the seven sea. שעליו היינו על הים השביעי נאמר שבע ביום מללתיך. On the seventh sea, it's a pasuk, sova biyom melatikh. It will be nourishment or satiation in the day that I will tell you your glory. So within the sea there is, seventh sea there is everything. So what is the Tikkunei Zohar want to take us with that? Amar Rabbi Shimon Rabbi Elazar. Rabbi Shimon Bar Yochai is talking to Rabbi Elazar. Try to imagine they're in the cave, they're alone, and they only study Torah. And Eliyahu Navi come twice a day to visit them. Moshe Rabbeinu is Rayam not teaching them in the cave. And Achia Shiloni advising them. Mamash Ma'amad Har Sinai. So just understand, every time it's a Amar Rabbi Shimon, Le Rabbi Elazar, be there. You have to feel like you're there. It's very important. Bni, my son, Are Baalei HaMaginim. Here are those with protection. שהם נשמות הצדיקים. They're the soul of the righteous people. המתוקנות במסכים. What make righteous righteous? יש לו מסך. He has מסך. He has a curtain. מה זה ה-curtain? אז ה-curtain is to say no to myself. צדיק is about לא תעשה. How do you know a tzaddik is a tzaddik? It's not what he's doing. That's מידות יפות. That's איש חסד. tzaddik is about לא תעשה. How much לא תעשה can he do? מסך. המגינים שהחיצוניים לא ינקו בשפם. Because when you have those מסכים, when you have those curtain, it preventing from the dark side, from the bad side, to suck the nourishment that exists there. הם יורדים מלמעלה, they come from above, מלובשים שריון, they're coming from above and they have shield on them, בסוד הכתוב, וילבש צדקה כשריון, בבא בתרא עמוד ב', when it say that he dress tzedakah, charity, like a shirion, like a protection, like a shield. Kastoteem, kashte esh, the arrow, but the bow and arrow is like fire. Veromhei emesh, and the knife is fire. Becharbotem la'ava, and the knife full of flame. Kulam baalei einayim, all of them as eyes. Now when we look at that verse, of course, that's not what it means, and Admor of Brandon will explain to us in a second. כלומר שזכו לאור היוצא מן העיניים. They married the light that come from the eyes. הנקרא אור החוכמה. We know eyes is חוכמה, right? מצח, I mean forehead, כתר, מאוס מלכות, right? I mean you know the order, ears, בינה וכו' וכו'. ונוז זעיר אנפין. היוצא מן העיניים הנקרא אור החוכמה. בסוד הכתוב עיני העדה. The secret that we relate to it in this time will be עיני העדה. The eyes of the people, the eyes of the people, I can think, the tribe, the eyes of the tribe. שהם חכמי העדה. Who are the eyes of the tribe? Who are the eyes of the people? The wise one. בוודאי הם בעלי המגינים שבבית המדרש. Who are there and where are they? Those are the people that has the protection, you know where they are in בית המדרש. They study Torah. והם בהם, and among them, היינו בכלי המלחמה שהם בקשת רומח וחרב, and the sword, spear, and bow and arrow that are the weapon that they have, מעוררים לערוך מלחמה למעלה. The war that they're doing is in the upper world. לגרש את החיצוניים, to make sure the חיצוניים, the outsider, meaning the negative forces. What is the outsider? Because they are not invited to that spiritual party, to the Torah party, they're out. So they are the קליפות, the problem, that's why it's called קליפה, it's מסביב, out. לגרש את החיצונים שלא יטו שפע הקדושה. So they will not make a difference with the holiness, לצידם ויחריבו מקורות השפע. They will not enter the holiness and they destroy everything and take all the nourishment from there. ולא עוד אלא שהדג הגדול הרי בא, and the big fish is coming. Who's big fish? I mean, we feel like it's out of content. What fish? הדג הגדול בא, מה זה אומר? היינו רב עם נונה סבא. Every time you say הדג הגדול, או הבן של הדג הגדול, you talk about רבי עם נונה סבא. למה? נונה in Aramaic is dog, fish. עם נונה סבא, and he's the big fish, he's the grandfather of all fish, because he reached that level of Arichanpin within Torah, one of the highest level human being can achieve. ודאי בכמה חיילות יושבות של לשמות תלמידי חכמים. Of course, with soldiers of holy sages and תלמידי חכמים, because when people study Torah, this is the weapon. הנקראים דגים המתגלגלים בים. You want to know what we call them? We call them the fish that grow within the ocean. הוא בא כעת. Is coming now, צריכים לפרוש להם רשת. We have to open a net, a fish net for them. כדי שיהיו ברשותנו, so we can have them among us. כדרך הדגים לצודים ברשת, like a fish that been hunted by a fisherman. ולבעלי המגינים, and for the one with protection, the one who have מסכים, the one who can say no to themselves. אנו צריכים כעת לתקן כלי מלחמה, we need a weapon for that. בקלע, with the thing that you throw the stone with, it's like slingshot. אבני קלע, the stone that you put inside. בקשת, with a bow and arrow. ובחצי קשת, small bow and arrow. ברומח, with a spear. ובחרב, with a sword. כמו שנאמר, החזק מגן וצינה, שיש בעלי מגינים שהם מורחים במלחמה בסוסים. There is בעלי מגינים, the people with shield, that riding on horse. ויש אחרים, there is one, חיל רגלים. The other one is infantry. They don't ride on horse. Of course, all of this is midot. All of this is komot. Why horse? Why רגליים? Everything is with ספירות. שעליהם נאמר ביציאת מגלות מצרים כ-600,000 רגלי. Like we say, when they get out of Egypt, it says they get out 600,000. All right? We need to understand it. פירוש אחר. שרבי אלעזר ביאר את הזיווג הגדול של הלוויתן. Now we're starting. When Rabbi Elazar explained that zivug, that connection of the word לוויתן. Well, והצדיקים האלה תמיד בעת שלמדו באיזה עניין. Those righteous, when they study something, מיד יתגלה להם האורות השייכים לאותו עניין. It's amazing. When a tzaddik study the Torah, the light that belongs to that event written in the Torah, written about this subject, it's opira in front of a tzaddik. So you don't just study it intellectually or reading it, he's actually experiencing the whole event from A to Z, from every point of a rabbi, together when you read those words. Can you imagine study Torah like that? It's not longer about memory, skill of memory, or skill of understanding. It's experiential. So it's no longer something that you need to make sure you remember. You experience that, you will remember it forever. But that's what tzaddikim. That's how they study Torah. ומדרגת הלוויתן, שהוא התנים הגדולים. What is this well we're talking about? It's Gizra Shava, it's correlated to התנים הגדולים. If you remember, when they talk about Paro many times in the Zohar, say התנים הגדולים, the big crocodile, big alligator, it's talking about in Bereishit, when Hashem created the world. הוא סוד החוכמה נמשכת מכף שמאל. מה זה התנים הגדולים? It's the light of wisdom that come from כף שמאל. כף שמאל. And you know, כף שמאל, we're not allowed. כף שמאל and light of wisdom, we're not allowed. בהמשכת חוכמה זו באה בדינים. This light of wisdom come with judgment. שכמו שצריכים כלי מלחמה בעולם הזה, the same thing, that we need weapon in this world to protect ourselves, לגרש להכניע את השונא, to push and to surrender the one who hate you, שלא יחריב את העולם, that will not destroy the world. כן הוא ממש בעולמות העליונים, the same thing in the upper world. שצריכים כמה מיני דינים. We need some judgment. הנקראים כלי מלחמה. That call weapon. לגרש החיצוניים. To push the outsider, the negative forces, שלא יטו שפע, חומה לצידם. So they will not take the nourishment to them. It's explained a lot about, some people have a personality peacemaker. You need dinim sometimes. You need gvurot. So I'm just saying it, okay? חשוב. ויחריבו מקורות ההשפעה והמקור של אלו כלי מלחמה. And then, if we let them in, they will destroy us. יוצא במדרגות הקדושה עצמם, ומשם נשך למטה, להכניע לו להרחיק את החיצונים והקליפות מן השפע הקדושה. So now, that place where the כלי מלחמה come from, where the weapon come with the holiness, okay? And it go all the way down to destroy and surrender this klipot, this negative forces. And that's what Rabbi Shimon say, אבל שמעון בריא, הוא מערת תריסין כנחתן מלאלה, שהם נשמות הצדיקים. So when it say, the one with the weapon, with the shield that's coming from above, it's talking about the soul of a righteous people that are מגינים, they're מסכים, they say no to something. הנקראים בעלי תריסין, we call them בעלי תריסין, ברכות כ"ז עמוד ב', פירש רש"י, חכמים המנצחים זה את זה בהלכה. What is the weapon? The weapon is when two people study Daf Gemara and they're fighting with each other about who's right. And this one bring Rashbam, and the other one bring Toisfot, and this one bring the Rif. And then they bring Ilchot Shuvah LaRambam. And he prove it, and he's fighting like crazy who is right. This, my friend, is a weapon that stops the dark side. המנצחים זה את זה בהלכה. Sometimes, my kids are challenging me on halachot, and I'm challenging them. And they're still young, so they don't understand all the time what I'm doing. I'm trying to create this in my house, to have an argument with them. So they don't know it. Don't tell them. I don't think they listen to my lecture. A lot of time enjoy when they win, because I know at least, they got it right. And then we have matrisin bale meginim. So it's a kind of very, very powerful. המנצחים זה את זה בהלכה. יורדות מלמעלה מלובשות שריון. So they win each other with הלכה. So right away there is a shield that come down. בסוד הכתוב, וילבש צדקה כשריון. You wear charity like שריון, but צדקה it's like also tzedek. Tzedek is like yesod, think about it, which is what it is, the הצדיקים. כי אלו הצדיקים זכו לשלמות ההיא לעלות מים לזיווג הגבוה הזה, because a tzaddik that basically was capable to do מים נוקבים, and elevated all the way up. Now what is מים נוקבים? How do you create מים נוקבים? When you study Torah לשמה, when you do tzedakah לשמה, when you do it right. You know when you're doing it right. When you're doing it right. You're doing it absolutely right. You do kibud avayim right. Amiti. Not because of sachar, because it's a mitzvah, because you're doing it, it needs to be done. Then it's מים נוקבים. You do it with simcha, but you do it right. Not cheating. All the way. תפילה, תפילה. לימוד תורה, לימוד תורה. לזיווג הגבוה הזה. הנה אין בהם מבחינת קבלה לצרכיהם עצמם. Those people who are able to do it without anything that they gaining from it. המים נוקבים שאלו היו רק כדי להשפיע נחת רוח ליוצרם. That's what I'm saying. The whole study, the whole thing they did was להשפיע את נחת רוח ליוצרם. For example, in my case, of course I'm not in נחת רוח. Where am I? I'm looking at the camera and I enjoy if you will enjoy. So there is a joy in me to see you getting it. Something happening to me. So that's not נחת רוח. It should be more than that. When you teach or study Torah, it should be more than that. It should be לענות נחת רוח ליוצרם. להשפיע נחת רוח ליוצרם. ולא לקבל, not to receive. ולכן הם מתקנים עם מעשיהם הטובים. That's why they correct everything with their good deed. והמים נוקבים, מבחינת מסך לנוקבה, שהיא המלכות. And that מים נוקבים, that female water, from water, meaning it's coming from below to low. מבחינת מסך לנוקבה, שהיא מלכות. It become a curtain to the נוקבה, which is מלכות. מכשירים אותה אל הזיווג הגדול הזה. And now, they allowed מלכות to make a זיווג, to make a connection. שההכשר עצמו הוא סוד אור חוזר. How do you do that? Because now when מלכות has מסך, curtain, the light is keep hitting, from the מסך all the way up come אור חוזר, that אור חוזר become, as we study in תלמוד הספירות, די רצון לקבל. הזיווג הגדול הזה שההכשר עצמו הוא סוד אור חוזר, העולה ממסך הנוקבה ולמעלה. וכל העולה ממטה למעלה, פירוש השפעה ותחיית הקבלה לעצמו. And whatever happened from below to above is about, I don't want to receive it. ואז נעשה זיווג דאקה. And then it become binding by striking if you want, זיווג, connection, by hitting, עם אור העליון. זיווג דאקה, עם אור העליון, with the upper light, והאור העליון מתלבש בלבוש, האור חזר עולה ממש, טס, and the אור ישר, the direct light, okay, is now connecting to the reflective light, האור החוזר, the returning light. וחוק הוא בעולמות העליונים שכל בדרגה התחתונה גורמת תוספת אור, and there is a law in spirituality in the upper world, that whoever is a low level that cause something onto the upper level, הרי כל אותה תוספת אור חוזרת, אור חוזרת מושפעת גם כן למדרגה ההיא שגרמה את תופעתו. So if you the cause for reflecting light on the way above, you also will receive the same amount of light to you. That's the law in the upper world, that's the way it functions, that's the way it works. והאור העליון עם הלבוש של האור חוזר בא מלמעלה למטה. So now you have אור חוזר היורד, if those of you study תלמוד הספירות. So now, the אור חוזר בא מלמטה למטה, so now it's coming from למעלה למטה, דהיינו לאותו צדיק שאלה את המים נוקבים. So the same light is coming back to the צדיק, who caused from those מים נוקבים to begin with, to be activated. וכל הבא מלמעלה למטה, פשוט שבא לכלל קבלה. So whatever come from above to below, that's been receiving. וכיוון שעובר דרך המסך, but it's going to the curtain, remember, אור חוזר היורד, נותן לנו מבחינת הלבוש מן המסך. It takes some of the clothing from the מסך, והתחתון מקבל את האור עליון תוך לבוש הזה. So now the upper light coming with the לבוש, because if you receive the upper light from above, that's like all the חוכמה, it's אסור. You cannot get it into מלכות. But when you take it, the לבוש of the מסך, with the light that's coming from above to below, then it's okay. והפירוש הוא, כי גם האחרה שבאה הקומה להשגת התחתון, אינו נהנה משהו מן האור העליון הבא אליו, אלא לפי מידת השפעת נחת אור ליוצרו. So what is that לבוש? What is that לבוש that the light is taken? It's amazing, הבנה, very fundamental, very important. The light that's coming from above to below, even if it's a kosher light, because it came after אור חוזר, and it's going to the מסך, and now there is לבוש. What's going to be about the person now? He's going to enjoy his reward. So יש בעיה. Then כל העולם חוזר לתוהו. He enjoy again. Here, he just enjoy again. So מה אנחנו עושים? What do we do? Let's create a problem. So the idea that Admor of Brandheim is teaching us here. Look what it says. לפי מידת השפעת נחת רוח ליוצרו. היינו במידת הלבוש של האור חוזר, אבל לביש על האור העליון. You only can get the part that you influence to above, from below to you to above, וזה נבחן לקבל על מנת להשפיע. And that's considered receiving for the sake of sharing. על כן הקבלה מלובשת תוך ההשפעה, אור ישר באור חוזר. So that reward that come to you, it's not considered as you enjoy it. It's because it's already מלובש. It's already as clothing of אור חוזר. וזה נקרא לבוש משוריין. That's called shield. לא לקבל לעצמו כלום. That there is nothing for yourself alone. אם לא תמצא בו השפעה ליוצרו. לכן הם נקראים בשם מערי תריסים מלובשים שריין. That's why it's called, those are the protectors that Rabbi Shimon talking about, that are the one who making such a difference. I'm just looking if I told you this correctly. So yes, so he can only enjoy based on how much Ashpat Nachat Ruach Liyotzro. So I need to explain it. That's a fundamental part. The tzaddik do Maim Nukvim, study Torah Lishma. That Torah Lishma, that light of the Torah Lishma going all the way above. So this is now Or Choser. The Or Choser, if it's going to above, it must come back. That's the rules in the upper world. When it's come back, there is a Masach again. So it cannot enter. But the same light that the Malchut contribute from below to above, same light has to go from Masach and below. Who is below the Masach? Tzaddikim. Who are the Tzaddikim? People who are capable not to enjoy the good thing that they do. So, when the light come back as Or Choser HaYored, it's come, try to imagine like that small amount of light covering with a piece of the Masach of Malchut, and that's what they dress. So the Zohar asked, what about that they enjoy from that little bit of light? I mean, didn't ask, the Admor of Vanvan raised that. And the answer is, you can enjoy it to the level of Lasot Nachat Ruach Liyotzro. Now, what is Lasot Nachat Ruach Liyotzro? How good you are to do everything from the Creator. So you enjoy from the fact that you are capable to do Lasot Nachat Liyotzro, no? That itself is the desire to receive for the sake of sharing. Because that's the reason you enjoy doing it, that's why you're capable to continue Lasot Nachat Ruach Liyotzro. There is more secret than there is revealed than what I just shared with you, but I hope you're going to listen to it many times. Thank you.